Saint John was born in the year 1601, of pious and respectable parents, at a village commonly known as Rhe, in the diocese of Cise. While still a boy, when he was fed with the bread of angels, he cheerfully made a vow of perpetual chastity. Having been received at the College of Caen, directed by the Fathers of the Society of Jesus, he was conspicuous for a remarkable piety and, committing himself to the protection of the Virgin Mary, when still a youth, he signed, with his own blood, the special covenant he had entered into with her. Having completed his courses of letters and of philosophy, with great distinction and having spurned opportunities of marriage, which had been arranged for him, he enrolled himself with the congregation of the Oratory, founded by Cardinal de Beryl, and was ordained priest at Paris. He was on fire with a marvelous love towards his neighbor, for he took the most constant pains, in caring for both the souls and bodies, of those smitten with the Asiatic plague, in many different places. He was made rector of the Oratory and house at Caen, but, since he had been thinking for a long time, of educating suitable young men for the service of the Church, earnestly asking for the divine assistance, with a brave spirit, he most regretfully departed from the associates with whom he had lived for 20 years. Accordingly, associating 5 priests with himself, in the year 1643, on the feast day of the Annunciation of the Blessed Virgin Mary, he founded a congregation of priests, to whom he gave the most holy names of Jesus and Mary and opened the first seminary at Caen. A great many others followed immediately, in Normandy and Brittany, also founded by him. For the recalling of sinful women to a Christian life, he founded the Order of Our Lady of Charity, of which most noble tree, the Congregation of the Good Shepherd of Angers is a branch. Furthermore, he founded the Society of the Admirable Heart of the Mother of God and other charitable institutions. He was the author of many excellent treatises and labored as an apostolic missionary to the very end of his life, preaching the gospel in very many villages and cities, and even in the royal court. His matchless zeal was very conspicuous in promoting the salutary devotion towards the most sacred hearts of Jesus and Mary, whose liturgical worship he was the first of all to devise, although not without some divine inspiration. He is, therefore, held to be the father, the teacher and the apostle of that worship. Courageously withstanding the doctrines of the Jansenists, he preserved unalterable obedience towards the chair of Peter, and he constantly prayed to God, both for his enemies as well as for his brethren. Broken by so my labors, rather than by years, desiring to be freed and to be with Christ, on the 19th of August 1680, frequently repeating the sweet names of Jesus and Mary, he died in peace. As he became illustrious by many miracles, the cause for canonization commenced in the diocese of Shays in an informative process that commenced on the 19th of August 1868. The formal introduction to the cause came on the 7th of February 1874 under Pope Pius IX, who titled Eudes as a servant of God. Pope Leo XIII later confirmed, on the 6th of January 1903, that Eudes had lived a life of heroic virtue and thus named him as venerable. Pope Pius X later approved 2 miracles attributed to Eudes' intercession and beatified him on the 25th of April 1909 in St. Peter's Basilica. The ratification of 2 more miracles enabled Pope Pius XI to preside over Eudes' canonization on the 31st of May 1925. Pope Benedict XVI, in his General Audience Catechesis on the 19th of August 2009 praised Eudes as a tireless apostle of the devotion of the Sacred Hearts, noting that Eudes was an example for priests during the year for priests. The Pope went on to describe Eudes' apostolic zeal in the formation of seminarians into priests, as well as the fact that Eudes was a model for evangelization and witness to the love for Christ's heart and Mary's heart.